Can you believe it's already been a year since our last Macness episode, and here we are live from the Alumni Gym. Feel the sights and sounds of excitement coming from you here live with our event planners for Macness tonight. We are joined here with Karen Torsha, the director of Midnight Macness, and her very special assistant, Dante Cardi. Welcome back to Real Time for your fourth time,
Yes,
Karen.
I'm very excited. My special assistant, he's kind of my sidekick or my...
Sidekick, good word.
He wants that word today.
Well,
so
Dante, I'm
sidekick.
very happy to have you here for the first time.
Happy to be here.
Big fan of yours. And Karen...
Time out. This was supposed to be my segment, not his. Why are you talking to him?
Well, I'm just greeting him.
Oh, I'm just making sure. He got more of a greeting than I got.
I'm special.
Okay, continue.
Well, Karen, for you, last year I had a strong man. This year I figured I have to one-up it, okay? So apart from a cardboard cutout, I brought you your very own astronaut because, as you know, Macness is going galactic this year.
Yes. First of all,
What do you think?
he's quite handsome.
Thank you.
He's creeping me out. Just a little bit.
Okay,
but
stop being weird. Hold
yeah,
on.
could you not be weird anymore? Where is it?
Where's
Where's
his
his power
I thought
visor?
then you were going to introduce me, and then I was going to pop it open.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, it's Andrew.
Karen, it's Andrew Lobrace, our
Yay!
writer for Campus Life. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
You know,
Can you actually do me a favor, though, because that's really creepy that you're like right here. Can you come on the couch for us?
and take your chair with you, please.
So listen, next year if I had a strongman and an astronaut, can I get Shamar Moore?
Yeah, if the theme is
Criminal Minds.
absolutely. Does that
Okay.
mean we have to have a dead body on campus?
I don't really care. As long as if you could have Shamar Moore sitting right here on set with me during Rider Real Time, I'd be a very happy
We'll
girl.
see what we can do. Either way, this is a dream team. So welcome everybody here. This is the panel that did Midnight Macness this year. Karen, Macness goes galactic. How did we get to this theme this year?
You tell me. I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you how it was. So we worked with last year's emerging leaders and then this year's student government officials to come up with multiple themes. And I'm going to give you the different theme ideas that were thrown out there, and I want your initial gut reactions. Las Vegas.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
it's not enough for a Macness
No,
theme, right?
not enough to get your blood going and think, oh yeah, you could do a ton of things with that.
Yes, pirates.
Negative. Never in my time here will we ever do pirates.
Why?
Because pirates are creepy. I don't like pirates. They have one leg, they have a wooden leg, they wear a patch, they say I, and we're not having pirates.
I concur, and we're okay with that. And I think our other theme was Macness Goes to the Movies, a retread. Of a previous Macness theme.
You left one out.
What was one of our other
You
ideas?
left out Candyland. That was
Well-
your idea, and I said I really didn't think I could get Candyland theme by the men's basketball team.
Well, I would like to go to bat for Candyland, okay?
Only because Katy Perry has her video.
Well, I enjoy food. As everyone knows, I have a very big sweet tooth, so I thought it would have been a nice theme. But this year we are going galactic. We whittled it down to this great theme, and as you can see, we're in the lobby here. Our emerging leaders once again did great, which we're going to get to when we talk to Andrew. What are you most excited about with this theme this year? Because we're doing a lot with this theme.
Yeah, I was actually really excited with the idea because we've never done it before. I mean, I've been here for many years. I'm not going to say how many, and we've done just about everything. And when they came up with this idea, I thought, all right, it'll be kind of cool. Is it going to be cheesy or what is it going to be? And I'm just amazed. Like the groups that came together just did a fantastic job with it. So
Absolutely.
I'm really excited. Of course, I love the rocket that's here behind
Fantastic.
us.
Fantastic.
But I'm going to give some props to the moon rock that's still in the making.
So this moon rock, which by the way, because of it, I still don't have feelings in my fingers. What is this obnoxious project that you and Dante had worked on for this
It's
thing?
not obnoxious. It was a brilliant idea.
Okay.
And because I can't give too much away. I mean,
Well, they'll have already seen
it.
Madness,
Okay, well that's good. So this will be over. But I want the Bronx to come out landing on the moon and to plant a Rider flag into the moon and a moon rock.
Yes.
Well, he can't exactly just plant a flag in the hardwood basketball court. So we created a moon rock
Yes.
with 9 cans of spray foam insulation in a box. And unfortunately, I didn't realize
Well,
that
before we get to that part, Dante, when you left for class last night, what was the status of the moon rock that you guys had created?
When I left for class, the moon rock looked excellent. It was in good form, good shape.
So it was this
the
foam
box
that
was
had
whole.
just come to the
The
top.
foam
of
had
the
just
box.
risen a little bit, and nothing to be alarmed about.
Karen, what happened when Dante was in class?
I think he rigged it before he left so that it would create a big giant mess for me to have to
Gooey
deal with.
mess.
So it would be a gooey, just oozing, blob-looking mess all over the carpet in the office.
Yeah.
And I think he rigged it so that the box just expanded a tiny bit, so as the spray foam insulation kept getting bigger, it just burst out of the box and then it was oozing everywhere. Knowing that he'd be in class for 3 hours and knowing that I was going to be here setting up and would have to deal with the mess and the
Yes.
cleanup and the freaking out about this ooze all over the carpet.
Well, as the emerging leaders were decorating this lobby last night, you and I were on our hands and knees scrubbing the carpet, which I can guarantee you, two people here at Rider University who are not expected to be scrubbing carpet, Nick Barbetti and Karen
Yeah.
Torsha, are those two. So actually, but what I do want to say, I mean, obviously we were taking that out. It's going to be a fantastic open. We put a lot of energy this year into bringing the theme into the actual program. It was an area where kind of we drifted off for the past couple years, but we're bringing it back hardcore. What are some ways in which the space theme is going to actually be as part of the program this
The
year?
actual program, I mean, not only with the Bronx Open and everything that he's doing, you know, we got him an astronaut suit. I've got some other students creating a big helmet for him. I mean, we're actually putting our mascot in a costume, so it's a little awkward. So he'll do his whole moon landing, the whole open. Even the dance team has incorporated
Elements of space.
elements of space in their dance and in their costume. So we're really excited about that. You know, and once we get inside to the program, it's, you know, typically it's all basketball, but those two elements really tie in the theme. And then of course you've got all your pre-Magnus kind of stuff. Back in the day when we used to do 8,000 kits,
Yes.
his one job was always to
Kit
manage.
management.
He was always a kit manager.
Absolutely.
Because he would be the guy that got the directions, and we're like, you know what, the kit Dante's working on, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to worry about the other 85 kits that are going
Absolutely.
on, because I knew his would never. I would
Never
have no
fall.
issue. It would be
Yeah.
done first. It would never fall. It would be impossible to take down, and it would be done perfect.
Yes. Andrew, how about you? When you think of some of your favorite Magnus
Yeah.
moments, what could they be?
Actually, I think for me personally, I think the lobby speaks of itself because you know it's the first thing that people see when they come in, and you always get that immediate reaction. It's
Yeah.
always like this, "Wow, that's awesome!"
The
reaction.
tone setter.
So, and you know, when you're standing off on the sideline to hear those reactions, you know, it just really sets the tone for the whole event. So.
Well, this was the first year where you and I partnered up into taking real charge of this lobby.
Yep.
What do you think about? You were the facilitator of this emerging leaders
Yeah.
group that did this lobby with me. What are your feelings on how this looks right now?
Yeah, emerging. This is my first year, like you said, and you know, at first I was a little skeptical in running it, but then you know, after the first week, we just all blended together and were able to mold and be able to figure things out. So I think they did a fantastic job. I don't think it's just us four up here that basically helped out with the event. I have to give a lot of credit to the emerging leaders. I think they did a wonderful job. You know, throwing out different ideas to the stars, the planets, and you know, the rocket idea. And I know the rocket idea was a project that you and I wanted to try to take on ourselves. But
Thank God for prop shop.
yeah, thank God for
Yeah.
that.
Hey, listen. Do you know what? Take note of that, because next time we need to build a moon rock, we're going to get someone else to build
Yeah,
it
it's not
for
gonna
us.
do that.
So we're not doing it.
But I have to say, so the ceiling was a point of worry. The ground was a point of worry. The rocket was a point of worry, and this isn't even the finished. Even like a quarter, 3/4 of the way done. So you guys, we did a great job out here. I'm very thrilled with how it all came together and how it's going to continue to come together.
I think one thing I wanted to point out too is to hear the kids last night that were working, the emerging leaders, and have them all say, "Oh my gosh, I really want to help next year. Can we help next year? Can we do this
That
again?"
wasn't present in the past couple
No,
years. That was
we
good.
haven't had that. So to hear them that they're so excited about it, that they're already thinking about different themes for future years, and to hear them say, "I really want to help and do this,"
Absolutely.
made you really feel good. And you could tell the ones that are really the future
Step
leaders
up,
of the camp.
And they're going to be the ones that are, exactly, leading the SGA,
Yep.
the SEC, all that stuff, working
absolutely.
athletics.
Yep.
Which, by the way, the one girl you were interested in yesterday working with you, Andrew, it reminded me, really interesting story about her. I think you're really going to be touched by it. She's a fantastic contributor.
Good.
But what was so funny actually was, so last night for 4 hours, they were up there putting the ceiling things on. Andrew and I this morning, for a half hour tried putting up different, just like patching up some of the things that they missed. We were a mess.
Yeah.
First of all, it wasn't a half-hour project. We were there for 2 hours, and we did this one little section.
At least.
And it was nowhere near as good as their work was.
Which is why I was impressed, because me personally, when I came yesterday at the start of it, I actually had to take a test, which I probably failed. But then when I came back an hour and a half later, the whole ceiling was done. I was shocked on how much, improvement they made over the hour and a half that I was gone. So, and like you said, the biggest worry for me was the floor.
The floor is the best part.
Worried on how that was going to come together.
Fantastic.
It was great.
Yeah. We're going to steal their idea a little bit to go with the moon rock. So
absolutely.
Really did a good job.
Well, Karen, I've dubbed you the most downloaded woman at Ryder in many different capacities. But
great.
especially on Real Time, you are the most viewed woman that's ever been on Ryder Real Time. What I will say is, in the transition from when our shows aired on YouTube to Vimeo, someone has overtaken you as the most viewed guest on Ryder, and that is Carson Langenfelder.
Yeah, well.
So do you believe that we can, as a team of 4, can beat the Goliath that is Carson Langenfelder here on Magnus?
Really? You really honestly are going to ask me that question? First of all,
he claims to have the Oprah effect on Real Time.
First of all, it doesn't count when you're the one downloading yourself every single time. So all he's doing is going through and clicking on it himself. I watch it once and then I say, hey, check out this video. It's really great stuff that we're doing at Ryder. It's not about me. It's about what we do here. Carson, he's like, hey, all my friends, I want to be the most downloaded real-time guest, so please click on this so that I can beat out Karen. No, not going to happen.
Not going to happen
Carson,
anymore.
calling you out. I don't know what camera to look at, but whatever one it is, that one, you are no longer going to be the most downloaded real-time guest. Me, right here.
Very good. Well, we can hope. This is, without a doubt, the best-looking panel that we've had on this show. But I had, you haven't been on since last year's Christmas episode. We've had a guest come here since then. I don't know if you know him, the illustrious Dean of Freshmen, Ira Mayo.
Oh, I think everyone knows Dean Mayo.
Do you, it hurts me to say this. I mean, he told me I needed to go to a fat camp on my own show.
Well, first of all, why would you have him as a guest anyway? Because you know that that's all that's going to be is an insult.
Well, first of all, what I would like to say is I value his contributions to the school, and I guess now I know that that's not the same. So if we can actually look through the barrel, the 3 of us, the barrel of that camera right there, you'll be able to see the clip. So we're just going to pause and let JT show us over there. Because I worked fall opening, as you know, with a pain in my tooth, which turned out to be a wisdom tooth, breaking the tooth next to it, causing a root to be exposed.
We saw your face was a little swollen. We didn't want to tell you anything.
Well, and as you can see, he called me fat on my own show. Now, maybe I put on a couple pounds since last year. You know, do I need bullying in my life? No. What did you guys think of that?
Nicholas, first of all, fat or chubby or swollen, never words I would use to describe you.
Did you have to throw in those 3 adjectives, Karen Torsten?
I was trying to cover all my bases. I would say glowing, bubbly, just handsome,
sunshine,
charismatic, and my sunshine, of course.
Oh, by the way, Carson says you call him sunshine too.
No, I don't.
Is that true?
No,
I didn't think so
He's
either.
like,
she does.
No,
she does.
Do you want to know what I call him sometimes?
No,
you don't.
What is it?
Seriously, you don't want to know what I call him sometimes.
So Dante, just let's do a quick just vote. Am I fat?
No, not at all.
Andrew,
Andrew, does he sign your paycheck? Or
no, I don't actually.
He doesn't sign your time?
Well, let's just put it this way. When I came on the show today, I think the first person that I noticed was Karen. I thought how skinny you were looking today.
I know, see?
And
this ego trip that is the 2 of us is just a mess. It's amazing.
That's why Andrew and Dante are the best graduate
notice how I didn't answer his
Ryder.
question, but yes, you look rather skinny.
Deflection. Thank you. I'll take all the compliments I can get.
Well, very good. Well, we have a lot going on tonight. This is going to be a really fantastic event. What are some of the other groups that are participating in the actual Magnus program do we have this year?
Yeah, well, we have obviously SEC and student government, and I think the commuting students are helping out too. So they're doing all the pre-Magnus kinds of things. And then obviously we have the dance team and the cheerleaders are going to be in the gym. And then the two teams, and of course we're bringing in our basketball PA announcer as a special guest to come in.
I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The women's team has a couple names that he needed a little help with the pronunciations, including our freshman from Lithuania. But it's a nice little twist to have him come in because he always puts a nice little spin on everybody's names during intros and stuff. And then rumor has it that our own NBA player Jason Thompson will be in the house tonight too, with a couple of our other former alums that I'm excited to see: Cameron Warner, Edwin Muniz, and B.D. Taylor, who was B.D. was always one of my favorites. He graduated back in 2005, but so it's I'm looking forward to seeing all those guys come back.
Very
so
cool.
It's nice that they still support the program.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing I was excited about with the dance team, or the cheer team, I should say, was they've already infused the new Rihanna song into their act. I figure this is a good time as any to bring back an old question that I used to ask on season 1 of Real Time. What's your favorite Rihanna song, KT? Rude Boy? What's My Name? Neither?
Do I have one?
I don't know, do you?
I don't even know what Rihanna sings, because anytime that anyone mentions her or she comes on, I just change the channel.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
I know it's not.
Dante,
Did
do you have a
I did it
favorite?
to you last night, did I not?
You did.
I don't.
Andrew?
I mean, I'd have to say,
Andrew, I know you like that.
A couple of them, but not Rude Boy, but Love the Way You Lie, Part 2. It's
That's classic.
a classic one for me.
Do you want me to start singing?
No.
You've heard it,
I like
right?
to hear a little bit. Go ahead.
Would you?
On the first page. Okay, that's enough. That's all I got.
I wouldn't even know that song.
You know, just gonna stand there and watch me burn?
No.
Okay, well, either way.
I turn it off, remember?
Well, that's what I do to your new show.
Oh.
Well,
First of all, yeah, let's talk about that, because I
Listen.
did hear that you called me out on the Bronx Hot Seat, and I do want you to know the Bronx Hot Seat is going to take over Ryder Real Time. You do
Listen,
know. Don't be a hater.
Before you get aggressive, I want you to know something. Earlier today, Dante helped me work through some of my emotions as it
Did he?
pertains to you rising up as a challenge to me. And it was he who once said, Nick, it's okay. For every Oprah, there's a Ricky Lake. So
That's because I'm Oprah.
No, I'm Oprah.
Sweetie, no.
Well, speaking of
Well,
Oprah,
Oprah is large, and Ira called you fat, so that's fine if you want to be Oprah, because Andrew says I'm skinny.
that's probably true.
So,
Well, one thing I do really like about Oprah is something that I ask about every guest is something that they know for sure. And so this is where we take a little bit of a serious turn for the show is, you know, what is something that you've learned through your life? I'm going to call 3 of you guys, but or at least of your time at Ryder. What's a real lesson that we're all educators here in our own particular right? What is a principle that you really like to share with your students? Because all joking aside, the point of today is about our students. It's about our student athletes. It's about our student emerging leaders, the different mentoring groups that we work with. What is a guiding principle that Karen Torch likes to share with her students?
I learned this from a mentor years ago when I was in college, and it's this one phrase that I say all the time, and it's mistakes are stepping stones to success. Because nobody's ever going to get anywhere in life without making a mistake along the way, and when you do make a mistake, it's that lesson that you learn from doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made plenty, but
Sure.
every time I've made a mistake, I've taken a chance to look back and be like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what I learned from that, and this is why I'm not going to do that again. So I tell it to the freshman seminar kids. I tell it to any of the athletes that I meet with, and you can't be afraid to fail. Like,
Can never be.
You're gonna. It's when you fail and you get back up and you keep moving that's where you really figure out who you are.
Absolutely. Mr. Carty?
What I try to teach our students and anybody that comes is you gotta have fun. You know, we're here and we're stressing out sometimes, and if you don't find the fun in it, then it won't be worth anything. So always look for the fun in whatever it is we're doing, whether we're here cleaning up rock goo.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have some fun with it, and I think last night was a perfect example of
Perfect.
even
Yes.
though we're miserable scraping carpets, we were having fun, laughing, joking, and
That's true. Let me tell you a true story. Last night, I mean, those are the moments where you remember. You know, and when this is a honest guy's story. When I dropped Andrew off to his residence hall yesterday, I called Karen on the phone. I said, for as wild and wacky as tonight was, this was the most fun I've ever had with you. And we're a team here. We're gonna have the hiccup moments, I'm sure, later tonight.
Yeah,
We're all
exactly.
tested.
We're not going to be this calm.
But it is about fun. And Andrew, it's kind of hard to ask you such a serious question as you're dressed in a astronaut costume.
thank you.
But what do you know for sure?
For me, I like to live by trying to step out of your shell once in a while and get involved. I think a lot of people always get comfortable just by doing the same things over and over and build up just a routine. But by getting involved in different things that you're not used to, I think really develops you and develops your character.
Absolutely.
So-
Now, you guys are 2 students here, graduate students here, who will be finishing up in May. You're both of your respective programs. What do you hope each of you is your legacy here, right? Because Karen and I are going to still be continuing to build on our legacy, which is no doubt a lot of Magnus. But Dante, what do you think your legacy is here?
to really
Or would you hope it to be?
I hope it is that you really give your all. You never know what Karen is going to assign me at any given day. You know, she's going to
Sure.
come with a long list of things and say, Dante, build a moon rock.
She's tough.
And I'm like, I have no idea how to build a moon rock. But when you really give it your all and you really sit down and think and put your effort into something, you get a quality product. And that's what I hope, you know, everybody comes after me, all of our workers know that, you know, regardless of what happens, if you really try and you really give it your all, you know, you have to be satisfied with the end product.
Absolutely. Andrew, your legacy here.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just follow your heart and do what you love. I know, you know, for me, when I started here, I was a little skeptical, a little unsure on kind of the path that I was going. But it's so throughout the past like few years that I've started, I think I've really come a long way in being able to figure out what that's going to lead. So
And where is it going to lead?
it's going to lead probably outside the business realm, such as that I've been brought up to do.
You know what we call that? An aha moment.
An aha.
So Karen,
Exactly.
I'm going to ask you though, since we're going to be building on our legacy,
Yes.
where do you predict we are a year from now? So a year from now, when we're doing this show again, you know, they may or may not still be here, but it's definitely going to be you and I. Where are we going to be in a year?
Probably right here and right there.
What's going to be behind us?
Shamar Moore is going to be sitting right here. Did we not open
KT,
with
if
this?
Shamar Moore is sitting right here, you ain't going to be here. I
Shamar
can
Moore's going to be
predict
right
that.
here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I think we got a great year ahead of us.
We do.
Anything? We got 2 basketball teams who we're introducing today.
I know.
What is the buzz for this upcoming season? Apart from they're going to be great and
Yeah.
all. What are some of the real things we should look out for this year?
Really excited about both teams. They've got some great new talent that's come in. A lot of highly recruited, you know, individuals, and of course we've got, you know, Novar Gadsden, who's a senior now, who had surgery in the off season, so he missed, you know, our postseason games, and he really wasn't 100% when we played in the tournament. So on the men's side, I think you can. You know, predict to see them ranked pretty high in the
Sure.
preseason, and then of course on the women, you know, they've been working really hard in the preseason, so I expect some great things out of them as well
Absolutely.
this year. So it's going to be exciting. We've got our 6 a.m. game coming up November 15th on
absolutely.
ESPN, so we're really excited about the pregame programming.
Sure.
We're doing that for
That's
the students.
huge,
and,
huge addition
and
to
the
the
fact
calendar.
that that's the first time ESPN is going to be on this campus ever. You know, we've had
Absolutely.
the ESPN2, the ESPNU, all that kind of stuff, but never had the actual ESPN. And 6 a.m. people are probably like, what the heck is that all about? But it's the 24-hour.
You know, this face ain't going to be pretty at 6 a.m.
You know what?
It
I
wasn't
don't
pretty
really
at
care.
9:30 this morning. I can tell you, we were all looking a little rough after that. Any changes to the game structure or the entertainment throughout?
The entertainment throughout the actual game itself will be the same. It's just the pregame activities from about 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. that we're
Okay.
doing in the Student Rec Center. Airmark's going to bring food over there for the students, so they don't even have to leave this building. You know, we're doing a whiteout, special
Yeah,
T-shirts,
great.
rally towels,
Great.
all kinds of things. You know, games and prizes over there, music. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. And again, it's, you know, to be part of ESPN's 24-hour college basketball tip-off marathon is pretty key for us. And we're playing Drexel, and Drexel's probably going to be picked second or third in the CAA and in their league. And
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be a tough game. We lost to them in overtime at their place last year. So, you know, we got a 6 a.m. game on TV, and we have a 10 p.m. game on TV away,
Sure.
I think, at Iona later in the year. So our guys are going to kind of get used to playing at all times.
I mean,
of the day.
fantastic stuff.
Absolutely.
Fantastic stuff. Well, I mean, to wrap up, guys, we got a big night ahead of us. I mean, we gotta pep up on some caffeine because
Yeah.
we got a real long night ahead of us. So I won't keep this going too long. But to each individual of you, I have to say we did a really great job this year. Karen, we did it again.
Yep.
Who every year I think we get more and more panic that we're going to do this. And how many times a year do we just end up saying, I don't even care. I don't even care how this turns out.
We're going to say that about 8,000 more times
Yeah.
between now and about 11:35 when it's all done,
Yeah.
and then by 12:15, and when we're sitting at the diner and I have my ham and cheese omelet in front
Yeah.
of me, we'll be laughing.
Well, the good news is you do care, and that's why this
I
thing
know.
turns out so well every year.
Absolutely,
McQueen.
absolutely. I do have to, before you move on to them, I got to give my little nephew.
Yes.
It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Dustin. Happy 13th birthday to you, bud. I don't know if you'll watch this, but I'm going to make your mom make you watch this. So.
Yeah. Dante, and the other thing I would say, just to wrap up with you, is I've known you for 8 years practically at this point. This is the first year where we really got to work together. We were the ones editing the clip together that's going to open. We really got your hands dirty with us this year. I really
Literally
respect you.
and figuratively.
Yes, literally and figuratively. It was a real pleasure to get to know you better this year. I really believe that. I sincerely think that you're such an asset to this institution. So that's my God's honest truth.
Thank you.
And Andrew, as we go down the line, The Gale to my Oprah. I've been begging this kid to be on the show. He will not come by himself
Well, he's
one-on-one.
modest.
Hold on a
modest.
second. I was on season 1, I think it was. It was ghetto style in your room.
Oh, wow.
Listen,
I
as he was
remember. I
talking-
wasn't on that season.
Listen,
I waited until he got
Let
a
me
set
tell
and
you
everything
something.
else.
As he was talking, a microphone was like sneaking down and sneaking up. Then he tried stopping the show, just go like he didn't because the reader was answering. I said we don't do that on here.
It's live, or it's,
I
you know,
thought
one
we do
take.
clips or whatever.
So what did it take to finally get you on the show?
I don't know. I guess just, I don't know, over the years, especially with a big project like this, it just made me feel more comfortable knowing that
Something
like,
to
I had
talk
some
about.
type of impact
Yeah.
to be able to talk about. So
Well, you're making an impact on your emerging leaders, and you made an impact
Yeah.
on me. So, as a whole, I congratulate all of you. Congratulate myself. Congratulate all of us.
Props to you. No one, you're giving us props, but you know, you're
Yeah.
the one who has a lot of the vision, and to use a Cassie Iacobelli word, the vision of
Vision.
vision
Yeah.
of looking at the entire project. So you know, I know that we've both learned a lot from her, but
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see a lot of her coming out in you.
Yeah.
So I know she would be very proud of you.
Just got off the phone with her 2 days ago. That woman who used to run Midnight Madness didn't even know it was Madness Week.
I know.
Which is, you know,
She's down there on the beach all the time. What does she
something.
know?
Yeah, and she looks great. Did you see the wedding pictures? Of her
I
and
did,
Sunday?
I did, yep.
Fantastic. I want to look like that. Well, maybe not like
Yeah.
that in a blue dress and curly hair, but when I retire as well. So thank you all. We got a lot to do. Let's get cracking.
We do.
And
get
thank
to
you
it.
to the Run team as well. As always, we'll be back in the studio next week. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week. We hope you enjoyed Midnight Madness and start getting ready. We got Family Weekend just around the corner. Take care.